Coach Harper, you guys lost in 5 sets tonight to Lenoir Rhyne. What were just some of your quick takeaways from tonight's match?
Yeah, I think, well, for starters, we were happy to play at home. We've been on the road for the first 2 weekends in Ohio and West Virginia, so the anticipation of the game was exciting, being able to play on our home court. But a couple takeaways, we just got to find some consistency. I think in sets 2 and 3, we showed who UNCP volleyball is, and outside of set 2 and 3, we were a little inconsistent, just kind of all the way around. But I think overall, we did see some good highlights from the team as far as how we were able to move the ball around offensively, being scrappy in defense. But we still have a couple things we need to work on.
That first set was a slow start, but you guys found your footing in the second and third set. What was maybe discussed in between that first and second set?
I think it was just nerves in the beginning. When you're on your home court, it can be exciting, but, we had a good crowd, and I think it was just nerves in the beginning, and we kind of had a talk between sets 1 and 2 just to relax and find our pace early, and we got going pretty quick.
That's the pine needle, sort of, that second set, Lenoir Rhyne was sort of in it at times. How do you like how your girls seem to handle adversity and be able to take those sets?
Yeah, that's something we talk about a lot, how to handle that, kind of being even keeled, not too up, not too down, but just staying relaxed and calm in those moments to try to shift the momentum on our side, and I think that's kind of what was happening, and our girls kind of dug deep, and once we found our pace, we kind of took off from that in sets 2 and 3.
Just aside from the score, Vanja Przulj had a school record 32 kills tonight. As a coach, what's it like to have someone break the school record on your team? And then we'll ask Vanja a quick question.
Yeah, wow. I think when I got the stat sheet in between 2 and 3, I was like, whoa, all right. But I guess, it's awesome. Great player, very dynamic. She brings a lot of value to this team, and just to kind of see her in her rhythm like that, she's unstoppable, and it was nice, and to be able to see her have a great game like that. And go ahead, Vanja.
That's so nice.
Vanja, what was it like to have 32 kills tonight? Did you know about?
No, actually, I did not know about that. It wasn't something that I was going for, but when I heard it, it was, it kind of feels nice. But again, even though that is like an individual thing, I think I would not be able to do that without my team.
Other teammates, Kerrigan Durko and Katie Presley combined for over 50 assists tonight. Just talk about some of maybe the other players that stood in tonight. Yeah, Hope Turbeville with 29 digs as well.
Yeah. I think our setters, again, like I said earlier, did a good job of doing the best we can to try to move the ball around and try to keep everybody involved. Emma stepped up big time with 11 kills, hitting 409. She's playing out of position right now, but she's been stepping up ever since, and she's been doing a good job and owning that role, and I'm proud of her. I'm so proud of Emma. Same thing with Hope coming in, stepping in, 29 digs, being scrappy back there, reading the defense, and also serving. She has a great serve, serving tough to keep the other team out of system. So I think Hope and everybody played their role and did a good job. Even I credit our sideline cheering the whole time as well, bringing us their energy. So,
was there anything different you guys did tonight, maybe from this past weekend?
I think we talked a lot about just energy, effort, and body language, and making sure that we're all on the same page with that, whether we're up, whether we're down. And I think that's one positive that we can take away as far as what our body language look like, even if we're not leading, what our energy is doing, because our energy can shift the momentum of a set, even if we're down. So outside of the volleyball part of things, I think our energy and body language improved from the weekend.
Now this question is for Vanja. All-team tournament, past 2 invitationals. Sort of, how has this season so far helped progress your game, and how have your teammates helped you along the way?
It's great. Honestly, I thought it was going to be kind of hard because the whole team is new, starting lineup is new, but I think everyone fit in pretty well, and the returners, we were all very welcoming. So, yeah, it's pretty easy. Really nice.
Coach, just for some of the last few matches, it's been a little slow starting out of the gates in each of the sets. Is that just, like you talked about nerves earlier, is that just maybe what your opponent's throwing at you guys?
I don't really think it's anything our opponents are throwing at us. I think it's more of us settling in to the sets, and it could be a little bit of nerves in the first 5 points, right, especially when you have a big crowd or trying to set the pace early. So I think it's a combination of nerves and not feeling that pressure so early to where we're playing tense and we're playing a little bit more relaxed.
And this was a unique schedule. You guys had 8 games before we played at home. So what's it like getting back at home now in front of your home crowd? Is it a good student section tonight? What was it like for both of you?
Yeah, no, it was nice to be back at home. We've been, like I said, we went to Ohio, which was a long trip, West Virginia, which was another long trip. So being able to play in our gym where we put in the work in every day, I think it was just nice, and I think our players was excited for that too.
I agree. It's finally nice to hear the crowd cheering for us, not against us.
And then what can we expect this weekend in the tri-match?
Yeah, so we have Shawana, which is our first conference game of the season, and then a non-conference opponent in Winston-Salem State. 2 very scrappy teams, so we have to make sure that we're on our toes and we're playing our game. I don't want us to get in the habit of doing too much adjusting by playing other people's game, but I think if we, again, set the tone early, those would be 2 good competitions for us as far as on the defensive side of the ball and being able to play our game. But, yeah, 2 scrappy teams, so it'll be nice for us to play them back-to-back at home.
Last question for Coach Harper. Sort of add to that question, back at home for a tri-match, first tri-match of the year, sort of similar playing style, 2 games in one day. How do you tell your girls to sort of get back into that groove?
Yeah, just taking it one match at a time. Sometimes it can be challenging when you're playing 2 games in one day because things maybe can get jumbled all up into one game. But we're going to focus on Shawan first, get a game plan together for them. We'll have a break in between because Shawan and Winston are playing each other, and then we'll focus on Winston. So it's more of taking it a set at a time and a game at a time, and hopefully we can come out with 2 wins on Saturday.
That's it. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.